The Greeks had never explored India. So he says, let's conquer India. So they have destroyed everything in their path. They have conquered Egypt. They have conquered Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers Euphrates and Tigris. They have destroyed the Persian Empire. And now they are coming into India. They find this king with 500 elephants. They fight him. Apparently they defeat him. But then the defeat is so calamitous. The battle is so calamitous that his beloved, cherished horse dies in this battle, and his soldiers are so exhausted and so frightened that we fought a small border chieftain of India, and this is what happened to us. We almost lost.
Hello everyone, and welcome to... This is Europe, and here's North Macedonia. Now let's go, shall we? Nestled neatly in the midst of the Balkans, the territory of North Macedonia has long been inhabited. But the first major state to be situated in its bounds was that of Paeonia. Not much is known of the Paeonians, though they are mentioned in Homer's Iliad as allies of the Trojans. They were conquered by the Persians in the 500s BC, but Persia withdrew a few decades later after the Greeks defeated them. The Paeonians grew increasingly aggressive and teamed up with the already aggressive Illyrians and began to attack a certain kingdom to the south. The name of the kingdom? Macedonia. Too bad for the Paeonians though, as they attacked at a time when Macedonia had produced a military genius of a king called Philip II. Philip's phalanxes furiously flogged the invaders, and the Macedonians would go on to conquer all Paeonia, into which place they brought the Greek language and culture. Philip's famous son Alexander the Great had a unit of Paeonians in his army under a general named Ariston. In one of the key battles of Alexander's conquest of Persia, Gaugamela, the Paeonians fought exceptionally well and won the praise of Alexander himself. After his death in 323 BC, Alexander's sprawling empire was divided among his generals. In the years afterward, Paeonia and surrounding lands were disquieted by a Celtic invasion around 280 BC and some further skirmishes with Macedon. And then the Romans conquered them all, and the region became part of a province called Macedonia, which included not only Paeonia and Macedon, but also bits of Thrace and Illyria. Roman rule was economically good for the area, but plenty of coins and bountiful harvests can't stop raging marauders from invading, which is what ended up happening. Western Rome succumbed to these invaders, but the Eastern Roman Byzantine Empire, to which Macedonia belonged, held firm and survived. The 6th century saw the arrival of the Slavs, who spread through the Balkans, including the land we know as North Macedonia, and over time they adopted Christianity. Here are some beautiful churches that were built in the North Macedonian city of Ohrid. In the 800s, the Bulgarians swallowed up Macedonia. Then the Byzantines took it back. Then the Bulgarians took it again. And then the Serbs came to town. But that didn't last long, because here come the Turks, who would take definitive control of Macedonia after the Battle of Kosovo in 1389. The Ottoman Turks ruled the region for 5 centuries, an epoch of stability, though also oppression and misery. Now, amidst the nationalist sentiments sweeping across 19th century Europe, ethnicities everywhere were trying to figure out who they were. In those days, the people we know as Macedonians were basically considered Bulgarian. But that began to change after the year 1875, following the publication of a phrasebook by Georga Bulevski, in which he argued that the Macedonians were a distinct nationality, not Bulgarians, and that they were in fact descendants of the ancient Macedonians. In 1903, the Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization launched a rebellion against the Turks, which was brutally crushed, but the Ottoman Empire was on its last legs, and after the Balkan Wars, it lost most of its territory in Europe, and Serbia ended up acquiring most of Macedonia. The Serbs pushed to Serbianize the region and purge it of Macedonian and Bulgarian influence. Then, during World War I, the Bulgarians invaded and pushed to Bulgarize the region. However, since Bulgaria was on the losing side of the war, Macedonia passed again into Serbia's hands when it was included in the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. Serbianization was again promoted, but also resisted. In 1934, the Soviet Communist International Organization became the first body to officially recognize the existence of a distinct Macedonian nationality and language. During World War II, the Bulgarians took control again, but once again they were on the losing side of the war and the communists were victorious, and Macedonia became a part of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. All the Slavic-speaking countries of the Balkans were part of it, except Bulgaria. Under socialism, Macedonia made big, rapid strides in industrialization and modernization. But as Yugoslavia began to collapse in the late 20th century, Macedonia voted for independence and gained it in 1991. 1991. Now, Greece was unhappy that the newborn nation was named Macedonia, as Greece already had a region by that name, the place where Alexander was born, and was displeased that the country used this ancient symbol for its flag. Macedonia, reluctantly, agreed to alter its flag, but the name issue dragged on till 2018, when the country, reluctantly, rebranded itself North Macedonia. The new name hopefully proves satisfactory, as there is some accuracy to it, as we see from this map. This bit of North Macedonia was part of the ancient Macedonian kingdom, and when we consider the broad region named Macedonia, this section is most certainly North Macedonia. Now, relations with Bulgaria are more tricky. Bulgaria insists that North Macedonia's people and language are Bulgarian, something Macedonians passionately deny. Thus, Bulgaria, which is a member of the EU, uses its position there to block North Macedonia from entering the European Union. Meanwhile, the large Albanian minority in North Macedonia is like, yo, what about us? Though Macedonian Albanians are predominantly Muslim, the most famous of them was Roman Catholic nun Mother Teresa. Anyway, North Macedonia joined NATO in 2020, and the country today has attained a high level of human development, and despite its muddled, troubled history and current challenges, it has made substantial improvements, and let's hope they continue. So best of luck to North Macedonia, but as for me, it's bye for now. Bye-bye!
Sri Ram bless us all with life, as well of love and devotion for him. Ram Navami ki Shubhkamnaye. Happy Ram Navami to all of you, my dear friends. May Lord Sri Ram bless us all with life, full of deep value and deep compassion, as well of love and devotion for him. Now I'm going to go to our ISKCON temple in Macedonia and celebrate this big day with all the devotion.
I told about your YouTube channel.
Yes. Okay. It's me. I'm just filming. Hare Krishna. This is Kartik Prabhuji again.
Very special day to be in the association of devotees.
Hare Krishna, dear friends. This was all for Ram Navami celebration here in Skopje, ISKCON Macedonia. I hope you enjoyed the